This is the last video you will watch in the How to Build a Superior Team Step-by-Step course. After the first 5 trainings, you might feel that you have learned to become a leader whom employees greatly enjoy working for, or you might feel that you have learned nothing new. Either way, you are right. The principles presented in this course are nothing new. With permission, they are organized and brought to your attention with the hope that you will apply and reap the benefits for yourself, your team, your organization, and your family. So, have you decided to stay and look after your own team like a farmer always looking after his or her own crop? Transformation is a series of changes in the right direction, which might not happen overnight. However, an ant on the move does more than a dozing ox. The little things you do every day add up. If you have decided to stay, we wanted to string all the building blocks you have learned over the past few weeks together and hand over to you a complete, cohesive, step-by-step game plan. The game plan. To build a superior team, there are 3 main steps. Step 1. Prepare the soil. The setup step. Soil is the precious lifeblood for anything you want to plant. In addition to providing the much-needed nutrients, soil also provides support for plants' roots. When properly prepared and cared for, soil can be improved each year and will continue to grow plants forever. Uncared soil will soon become suited only for growing weeds. Similarly, for teams to root and grow, the following grounds must be adequately cultivated. Number 1. Identify and address employees' needs. Tool to help you cultivate this ground. Mission 1, Task 1. Assuming you have children, which needs would you prefer for them to be motivated by and act upon? And which needs would you strive to gratify for them? As you've worked hard on gratifying employees' basic need for safety and security, the social need for love and belongingness, they now have the capacity and desire to gratify their higher need for accomplishment and contribution. To pushing the envelope, if the need for accomplishment is at last gratified, employees will have a desire to give back to help others to also achieve their higher goals in life. What you would do for your own children to help them reach this level of human potential, are you capable of extending it to employees? Number 2. Acquire humility, inclusivity, and courage. Tool to help you cultivate this ground. Increase awareness of your circumstances. Every day, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, you are faced with many circumstances. For example, there is a moment when you celebrate success, and there is a moment when you are met with failure. Being aware of each moment you are in helps you remain calm and keep a level head. Only when you are calm and rooted is there ground to cultivate humility, inclusivity, and courage. With these 3 qualities, a success won't send you straight to the stratosphere, and a failure won't send you straight to Hades Town. When you succeed, you know that you didn't get there alone. When celebrating small wins, you keep your eyes on that bigger vision, to not allow a situation where battles are won, but the war is lost. When you fail, you don't lose all hopes and confidence and hit rock bottom. In all situations, you remain calm and rooted to continue cultivating humility, inclusivity, and courage with utmost awareness. Number 3. Build a reserve. Tool to help you cultivate this ground. Practice self-control. It might take many months or even years of you making personal sacrifices and leading by example to sufficiently gain trust and respect to add to your team reserve. However, it only takes one time of you losing self-control to destroy this reserve completely. Whatever happens, pause to raise awareness and take your time to respond calmly. A matchbox has 6 sides, yet you can only see, at most, 3 at a time. Therefore, it is okay to pause and think about the sides you do see, and also the sides you do not see, or even take the matter back to your desk and respond later within a reasonable time. In farming, strong wind is necessary, as it forces plants to deepen their roots into the soil. Deep roots provide the stability needed for plants to grow as tall as they can grow. In business, strong headwind is unavoidable. Just like how plants cannot deepen their roots and grow on bad soil, a superior team cannot be built on unfulfilled needs, weak characters, and lack of trust and respect. Step 2. Grow your crops, the building step. Once the soil is carefully prepared, you are now ready for the next set of instructions to start planting. Number 1. Decide what crops to grow. Tool to help you decide. Mission 1, Task 2. Different crops need different nutrients and take different time to grow, similar to your plan of transforming the employees on your team. Setting concrete goals and having periodic progress tracking give you a clear idea of what nutrients to provide, needs to be fulfilled, and what timeline allowed for each employee to transform. Number 2. Plant the seeds. Tool to help you plant. Your willingness to look past employees' limitations and self-doubts. In order to grow strong and healthy crops, you need good seeds. Every time you look past employees' limitations and self-doubts to see the good and the potential in them, you plant a positive seed in their minds. Continue planting these seeds by giving praises often and showing belief in employees to shatter their old self-images and reinforce new ones. People truly are what you see in them. Number 3. Tend your crops. Tool to help you tend. Mission 2, Task 2. The 5 things a plant needs to grow are air, water, sunlight, soil, and warmth. To make sure your plants thrive, you have to look after them day by day and supply adequately these 5 elements. Similarly, to transform your employees, you have to tend to them by communicating effectively with them day after day. To do so, you apply the 3 secrets: making them feel understood, giving them a strong, compelling reason, and telling them exactly what are expected of them. Mission 2, Task 2 provides a much more comprehensive tracking to help you increase your success. A successful farmer does not go out to the field every day telling plants how to grow and produce crops for him or her. That is not leading. That is bullying. Instead, you simply maintain a good environment and take care of a few things plants need to grow. Then, after some time, the crops will come like 1 + 1 = 2. It's not about the 5 minutes you stand on the podium. It's the 5 years spent running sprints at 6 a.m. It's the mindset of I'm going to put in the work and winning is inevitable. I focus on the process, not the outcome. Keep your head down on the right now and the future takes care of itself. LeBron James, 4 times NBA champion. Step 3. Harvest, the reward step. This step is self-explanatory. It is exactly what it sounds like. You will be properly rewarded for your ability to communicate, motivate, and develop employees. When you harvest, remember that there are many to thank. First and foremost is Mother Earth, the soil. What you take out of her to grow your crops, you should put back in. Caring for the soil, as laid out in Step 1, will ensure continuous harvesting. When you harvest, what you receive in return is not merely the same amount of seeds you sow, but in a much greater quantity. However, experienced farmers know that they don't plant the seeds today and expect to harvest tomorrow. They are committed to providing the necessary labor for the time their seeds require to grow. Lack of commitment destroys all your previous effort and keeps you from the rewards you really deserve. You can't pour from an empty cup. Being a manager who is directly responsible for many people's happiness, well-being, and productivity is not a small task. A big task of being a manager is transforming yourself into a leader whom employees want to be around, follow, and work for. This takes tremendous awareness and personal growth. Because you can't pour from an empty cup, what you commit to do for your employees, you should also commit to do for yourself. Are your needs being met? Do you have a positive self-image? What inspires you? Do you have a purpose? Do you know exactly what are expected of you? Under your leadership, the biggest thing you can do is inspiring others to want to become better versions of themselves. When you have the organized effort of inspired people, your team will be far more loyal, motivated, competent, and superior than most. The secret to massive success. After this training, we want you to be super successful in managing and leading your employees. The secret to massive success is finding something that works and is simple enough that you can do it over and over again. To simplify the entire training, we have summed everything you need to do into 3 words: care, praise, love. Care, understanding, concerning, empathizing. Praise, believing, motivating, recognizing. Love, including, embracing, sacrificing. This is an entire course on a sheet. You should take a screenshot and print it out because it can't be any simpler. When you are stuck for what to do, you have 9 options here. You will do them. You will care. You will praise. You will love. And you will be successful. So your organization will keep ordering from us, right? Shake on it? Because transformed and inspired employees are more capable. You can delegate more responsibilities to them to free up your time. You can spend that time on yourself and your family, or assume additional responsibilities from your organization, or do both. If you are focused and committed in your effort, your life as a manager will not only be easier, but also very rewarding. This is the end of the How to Build a Superior Team Step-by-Step training. As usual, there is a mission following. This is your last mission and might be the hardest one yet. You have walked your first few steps towards building your own superior team by completing the given missions weeks after weeks. It is ultimately up to you whether to take another step forward or not, but we hope you do. Just keep putting one foot in front of another until you reach your goal. Do the difficult things while they are easy, and do the great things while they are small. A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. Lao Tzu. When you are ready to commit, really commit. Then get started on your final mission. Good luck!